Hi, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Happy Poetry Month. Are y'all excited? Is the mic covering my face? I can't tell. A little bit? A little bit? All right. Awesome. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight today. I'm really excited to be here. This is my second time at Outspoken Saturdays, so it's a party. This first piece I'm gonna share with y'all is called Ancestral Ties. It's my newest piece. So here we go. Letting go doesn't mean carrying your grandmother's baggage for show. You carrying all that weight just to slow you down and wonder why God gave you this fate. Like, baby, slow down and liquidate those assets you've been conditioned to carry, to assess all your facets and find the original address of your home, to bury the hatchet so you could finally be free. You carrying your ancestors' fears and strife, waking up in the morning like, what is this life I pay to breathe? Because life gotten so expensive, and I'm still in the dirt when my ancestors are buried because my body is scarred with the pain they carried, and now I'm bleeding because our wounds are married, and we're bound by the vows that we'll never forget how they built their homes with love and respect and open roofs so the moon sees their silhouettes and shouts, you will be free. But my great-grandmother never saw freedom, didn't know what that meant, with a gun put to her head, commanding her to speak in French like, parler français, mais I don't want to. Je suis Algérien, mais I don't want you. Colonization disguised as peace, the pouvoir she felt, I still feel that in my knees. Cause when I breathe, she believes, and I feel her beliefs, and I can't stop until I find the key they told them would suddenly stop grief. But how can that be? When we're still tied to internalized blind eyes, but we finally waking up, maybe one eye open, but that's enough to start breaking these generational curses. Shoulders getting heavy from these Telfar purses. Button at the top, barely closing up, cause our tears from the beginning of time spilling out. When they ask me where I'm from, I come from the bodies that bodied colonialism. I come from the streets that turned resistance into freedom. I come from women whose names I dare never forget. When I eat bread, I never say baguette. And when I'm praying for the future, I'm praying they're on their way to heaven. My grandma had 11 kids, higher probability to succession, self-expression. Being told not to speak your language, how do you fake it? Being told not to pray in mosques, how do you make it? 1962, freedom was calling and God was calling too. He welcomed us back with both arms, I feel it too. I see it with both eyes because my bloodline carries the truth. And I carry a cosign that my ancestors' lifeline is in us too. In our elders and in our youth, c'est la vie, to selling proof that when we rise, they rise in too. And letting go means to be free, and the baggage is obsolete. Interdimensional healing for the family tree. And when the moon shouts to the open roof, our homes will feel lighter, and even our ancestors will approve because we lessen the weight for them too. So when they make their way to heaven, with both hands up to the sky, they're letting the angels know that our legacy will never die. So I say thank you to my ancestral ties. Thank you. I feel like the mic is on my nose. I'm gonna just bring it down real quick. Is that better? Okay. I felt like there was something going on right there. Y'all can laugh with me. Y'all can laugh with me. We're here to laugh together. This next piece is one of my favorite pieces. It's called Garden. Here we go. I know that's right. I used to look at God's water and think, why not the sun? I used to feel like God's water was something to run away from, something to hide from underneath. But that's God telling us he's letting us breathe because without his touch, Mother Earth would weep and we'd be left with tumbles and weeds, but we be shower with divinity, and that's a blessing we can keep. When our gardens are soaked like the Garden of Eden, so our apples turn ripe by the end of the evening. I told my mama I wish we saw more sun. But she told me we are blessed with God's daughters and sons. My parents' first garden had been watered with love, and watching the fruits of their labor watered the fruits in their nature because they worked so hard and tried their best to build a life and grow a home. America was the test. Now we're all grown, and I see the pride in their chest. The fear that died when their strength expressed that love will move mountains if you allow it. There's power in numbers, will overcome the distractions and break through to a new life if you don't doubt it. I used to pray for times like these where life suddenly feels like heaven on earth, when I look up at the trees and I see that God's water watered our leaves and they drip to water the grass adjacent to our needs, supplementing our garden and our needs. Suddenly our life is our mood board. Seeing it for the first time like a newborn. Mourning emotional bankruptcy, but not too sad to see all versions of me be the casualty. It's not a tragedy when water bursts life inside of me, and so casually we rise like no gravity because God's water made us run. I used to look at God's water and think, why not the sun, but both give our wombs daughters and sons. So no need to hide from what we shouldn't be hiding from. Because when all is said and done, after the rain, there will always be sun, giving us life to be heartened. So as we breathe, so will our garden. Thank you very much, everybody. I go by the name of Yessmaa. Have a blessed day.